Oh. Hey guys, welcome in. Juno's also welcoming you today. Welcome to my home. For those of you who don't know me, I am the host of Maine Public's Borealis. I bought it for the view. But I wanted to show you where also a lot of other magic happens. My office. So this is my little office space. This is where I do a lot of my work when I'm not out exploring, having a great time outside and interviewing people. It's over here.
Aislinn, what got you interested in hiking and the outdoors?
So I grew up in Maine and I was comfortable with the outdoors as a kid because that's where I would spend all of my time playing. But I feel like a lot of people, I floated away from it when I was in high school and I got back into it in college. So I think that happens to a lot of people. But in college I was going through some mental health stuff, which also I think happens to a lot of people. And I was working at an outfitter at the time, like an outdoor sports store, and learning a lot from my coworkers about different activities, and I decided hiking was something I was gonna get into because it was cheap. I didn't really have to, I needed a pair of shoes and a backpack. So I just fell in love with it, and then lo and behold, it became a huge part of my career, which I never anticipated. I had a tree house that my dad made, and I remember making an outhouse for it so I could stay out there for days without going inside. So that was kind of my upbringing. So I've always been really comfortable in the woods. Especially the Maine woods, because I feel at home, probably more at home in the woods than I do in a building. So I had a TV here I wasn't using, so I just made this the other day. This is a barred owl, and it was hard to pick what photos of the thousands and thousands of photos I've taken over the years. But this reminds me of the time I was hiking with my mom in Baxter State Park. We were on Horse Mountain up in the north end, and we saw this barred owl in the middle of the day. And I just remember being like, oh yeah, I'm a pretty good hiking guide, huh? Because that never happens, but pretending that I always see wildlife like that. And then this is just a view of Knife Edge on Katahdin, which is a really, that's Maine's tallest mountain. It's about a mile high, and it's just a really special place to me and so many people in Maine. And I hike it often with my family, so yeah.
What is your favorite Maine hike?
That's so hard. People ask me that all the time. I've been on hundreds of hikes throughout Maine and documented them. And I feel like my favorites have less to do with the actual trail and what you see, and more to do with the unique experience I had while hiking. It's really hard to pick one, but I always say Mount Abraham, but that's because I had this experience where I hiked it with my mom. Again, love my mom, and I just remember having a great time with her. It's a very challenging mountain. It's on the Appalachian Trail. It's remote. We didn't see many people, and I remember sitting and eating alpine blueberries with her. And so oftentimes a favorite hike can just be who you spend it with. So this is kind of old school, but I actually use books a lot when I'm writing. So primarily I'm a journalist and I write. And so I use a lot of references, and so I decided to bring them all up into my office, and I got these bookshelves made. And so it's really helpful. A lot of them are by Maine authors or New England, so they're very regional specific, which is really helpful. Where is it? Yeah, I have such deep, this is the backyard book of spiders in Maine, which I love bugs, so.
What's your favorite season in Maine?
I like all seasons. It's such a cop-out answer, but I will say, when I was in my teens, I hated winter. I was I hate the cold, and I hear a lot of people say that. And I think the trick living in Maine is to find activities you like to do in every single season that you're excited about outside. For winter, I started hiking year round, first of all, and realized I really liked hiking in the winter because there's no bugs, you don't get hot, it's beautiful, so many reasons. But then I started cross-country skiing, then I learned downhill skiing, I started ice skating so that when there's no snow, you have something else to do. And now I love the winter and look forward to it. So I also want to do a little show and tell, since this is right here. It just happens to be right here. It's heavier than it looks. So this is a New England Emmy that Borealis won for season 1. And just really cool. We're really proud. We won multiple awards for Borealis for the first season. So yeah, I always have that there to remind me that we did good work.
What's it like to host a TV show like Borealis?
Really fun. And also, it was, to be honest, it was intimidating at first. And then I just fell in love with producing a show like that. And it's so much fun. And the cool thing about TV journalism is that you have to be on location. You know, oftentimes if you're, especially nowadays, if you're just writing a story as a journalist, you're calling people on the phone or Zooming them or whatever. And with TV journalism, you have to be on location because you have to get the footage. And so you get to meet people in person and you get to experience things with them. And that was always my favorite part of journalism. So I really love producing a show like this. And so now I've kind of gotten a little bit past being nervous.
Where can people find you if they want to follow you?
I'm very active on Instagram and Facebook. So it's just Aislinn Sarnacki, my full name, on Instagram. And on Facebook, it's Aislinn Sarnacki, I think author and hiking guide. I post a lot about Borealis, but I also post just kind of my hobbies, which is, and it's all outdoorsy. So if you like mushrooms, if you like, you know, bugs and all sorts of geeky nature stuff, then you can follow me there.
Where can people watch Borealis Season 2?
Well, it's going to be premiering on April 3rd at 8:30 p.m. on PBS. And then we're going to have 4 episodes. So they're going to be the following Thursdays. And you can also see it on YouTube, our main public YouTube page, and on PBS.